service. Tell me exactly what happened.
My friend jumped by bicycle over the stone.
Is there any serious bleeding?
Yes, really bad.
The night is getting even busier. A call is coming in from the desperate friend of an injured mountain bike rider.
What part of the body was injured?
The mouth.
The mouth?
And the side.
Okay. Is he still on the ground?
Yes.
Okay. Listen, I've organised help for him. Stay on the line. I'll tell you exactly what to do next.
Mobile intensive care paramedics Karina and Dodsey have been urgently requested to assist.
Hey, fellas, pick a side, any side. There we go. Let's just stay there. There we go.
Another crew has already been sent to the scene of the accident, a popular mountain biking location called Listerfield Park.
We'll have a bit of a clean up when we're up the car park with you.
Yeah, we'll meet you there and have a look, mate.
The other crew's concerned the man's injuries could quickly become life-threatening.
This is pretty harsh mountain bike tracks out here.
The Listerfield tracks are quite steep tracks. It's rough and rugged terrain. So in the back of my head, it just made the hackles go up a little bit. There's absolutely a lot of potential for this case to be very serious.
I'm going to jump in and have a look.
As MICA, we get called when there's the possibility for these people to deteriorate, and knowing that they've come off a bike at high speed and had face impact certainly makes us nervous that he could be quite sick.
Hi.
This is Reza.
Hello, Reza.
Dodsey's right. Reza is in a shocking state.
I look down at the patient, I see all these injuries. It was pretty hard not to pull the oh my God face.
So was riding his push bike on the track, didn't see a jump coming up and then has gone over the handlebars, skidded maybe 2 metres on the dirt track, basically on his face.
Okay.
So as you can see, he's got a deep laceration under his eyes and on the lip, both sides, and up as well.
Are we thinking fractures under there?
Not sure. He's also got another one.
Yeah, I can see. It's pretty significant, yeah.
Yeah. So he's had 10 milligrams of morphine IV, and he's had 8 milligrams of ondansetron IV as well.
Perfect.
Reza can't be given oxygen or a spinal collar because it could aggravate his injuries. But if the swelling moves down to his airways, it could jeopardise his breathing.
How you going, mate? My name's Paul. Don't even worry about speaking, OK? I understand that it's a little bit difficult. All I need you to do is alert me if at any time your breathing becomes quite hard or you feel like you can't swallow. You need to tell me, OK? I'm going to put you in my truck. I'm going to take you into the city, all right? You've got some good injuries here around your face that are going to need a little bit of work, all right?
Reza is in serious trouble and is now being transferred to the MICA ambulance in case he needs advanced medical procedures.
Looking at Reza, my greatest concern is if that airway swells up and it actually closes, it decreases my ability to put a breathing tube in to assist him in breathing. If that happens, the next stage that we have to do is make an incision in his neck and put a tube in there. But if it gets to the point where that's all completely closed over, then that can lead to him actually dying because I can't do anything to assist him in his breathing.
We're good to go out?
Dodsey and Karina are now about to head to hospital with severely injured mountain bike rider Reza.
OK, ma'am. Shoulder's still quite sore as well.
Reza's injuries are so bad he can hardly speak.
Good work, mate. You're doing really well. It's going to take us about half an hour to get into Melbourne, all right? But you're in good hands. We're going to take really good care of you, OK?
Reza's airway is stable at the moment, but our concern is that there's the potential for it not to be. So we need to get him to hospital in a very timely fashion.
I'm going to ask you every few minutes on the way in that your breathing is OK, and I'm going to ask you if you need any pain relief, OK? So when I ask you those 2 questions, a simple yes for pain relief or no, and a simple yes that you can breathe OK or a no, OK?
So right now, Reza doesn't need to be communicating with me by talking, so I have to find an alternative, just so I can make sure that he doesn't have any issues on the way to hospital, particularly with his breathing and particularly with his pain relief.
We haven't got a date of birth. It's OK. January? February? March? February. February's a month? March? April. May? June. February.
Is it January, February, March? I go through all 12 months. So finally I work out that it's December.
What day? 1? 1st? Yep. 10.
No, 3.
3. 31st. Wow, you're a New Year's Eve baby.
Incredibly organic sign language, I would call it. Inventive.
What year? 84, 85, 86, 86.
Dotsy's very entertaining.
So basically you're 34, 33, 34, 35, 34, 35?
I think at some stage he was 26, he was 30, he was 32, he was 33, he was 28.
36. No, 33, 32. Thanks.
5 minutes in, he must be thinking this is going to be the longest ride of his life.
You feel like you want to vomit? No. You're breathing? Oh, you're cold.
But although he's able to communicate, Reza's condition could still become critical.
Looking at Reza's injuries to his face, it's quite possible that he could have a bleed in his brain or he can have some underlying fractures. But they're things that we can't see in the back of an ambulance. They're things that at hospital we'll get to see on scan and see if there's any issues.
You're doing really well, mate. Really well.
The pressure is still on Karina and Dodsy as they rush their critically injured mountain bike rider Reza to hospital.
Now, just confirming you're 36, is that right? Your age?
Because he's 30-something, patient can't talk. Dodsy's been communicating by sign language.
Did you get more details?
I've got a name, full name, but I don't have a date of birth.
I think I may have that.
On the way to hospital, my partner gets a call. We find out that Reza's actual name is Mohammed.
Mohammed, okay.
And just for the record, Mohammed's age, 32.
We're here now, mate, okay?
On arriving at the Alfred and handing Mohammed over to the doctors, I can actually hand over what his actual age is. I think he was just happy that I worked it out.
All right, let's go.
32-year-old Mohammed will now have his facial injuries assessed by teams in the emergency department.
Mohammed's still not out of the woods. We've got him to hospital safely, but there could be other issues that we can't see. He could have bleeding on the brain, he could have fractures in his neck or in his spine. So there's still a lot of things that could go wrong for Mohammed.
Mohammed spent 10 days in hospital after he crashed off his mountain bike. 30 stitches were required for his shocking facial injuries.
January, February, March, February.
Now on the mend, Mohammed still has no memory of Dodsy's sign language in the ambulance.